It's a couples coach with the perfect mix of elegance and design. You're going to want to see all the brand new features on this 2027 inTech Willow, so stick around. I'm going to give you all the details. Hello everybody, I'm PJ with Princess Craft RV, and right behind me is the new 2027 inTech Willow. What a great trailer, because you've got the beautiful dinette in the front, panoramic views, you can get a twin bed, a queen bed, separate toilet and shower, just beautiful styling, a great outdoor kitchen, all the details. I'm going to show that to you in just a minute. Now this trailer has a total length of 26 feet, so it is not a huge trailer. Of course, no slide out, so it's so easy to tow. And the weight, well, it's going to be around 6,000 pounds, depending on what options you choose. There's two big options that you might want to add on. One is the outside kitchen, and the other will be the off-grid package. And I'll tell you about those as we go along. But for now, let's go inside and get started. The signature area with this wraparound dinette and the beautiful windshield and panoramic view. That is what makes so many of these inTech trailers amazing. We're going to start right up here in the dinette, and this one is one of the larger ones. Wraps all the way around, large windows on both sides, and look, the light that comes in, the beautiful view. Now, we're not in a lovely park, but if you were, can you imagine all of the vistas? The windows wrap around all the way through the door and right up here, so you get this just gorgeous light coming in. Enough of that. I want to say the 7-foot tall ceilings really add to it. That's right, it's 7 foot tall. Now it does drop down a little bit in the center because you've got a ducted AC that drops down, blows to both sides of the trailer. But even then, you probably only lose 3 to 4 inches. So you've got this beautiful ceiling height. Let's come back here. You know, this is such a comfortable space. The table, of course, drops down to make a sleeping area up here. But in the meantime, what a great dinette. If you don't need the table, maybe you just like the wraparound sofa look. That works as well. You know, some people like to turn the table. Let me show you. Turn the table sideways, and easy in and out, maybe just a spot to put your drink while you're watching TV. Lots of choices here. But what I do know is that the layout feels so open, just an amazing feel. Enough of that. Covering these big windows, sometimes you might like some privacy. They have pull-down shades right here. Just drop down, and that's going to stay down and give you that privacy. And when you're ready to let the light in, goes right back up. Now you'll see the recessed lighting up above on the front, but if you're looking at the side windows, there is an orange or an amber light that comes down from underneath this valance. A little more difficult to see during the day, but at night it is a gorgeous light there. Drop this down. Again, nice blackout, and then it rolls right back up. Let's look at the storage, because you've got two open cubbies here with that beautiful amber light. You know, it is an indirect lighting, so it just gives a little bit of a glow. And the two elastic bands, so you can use it to decorate as we have up here, or maybe it is storing the things that you want to reach really quickly. The cabinets across the back. Let's open these up. This is in what we call the eyebrow. So right above this windshield, you've got a space that in the middle is about 18 inches deep. So you've got a lot of space in here to store things. It is deceivingly large. And of course, the indirect lighting underneath. I want to mention these cabinet doors. They are going to have this nice soft close. They've upgraded the hinges for 2027, so the hinges don't get in your way when you're loading these cabinets with your things. And these cabinet doors are a nice matte finish. And that blends beautifully with this upgraded color here on the dinette. The dinette has got nice soft vinyl. They call it a leatherette, but it is also upgraded this year. And in 2027, there is a new product that they have put in here, which is a PVC vinyl. Now, PVC is a product that is extremely durable, and it can be made into the vinyl that is not only soft, easy to clean, but it's going to be super durable. It's not going to crack and peel over time. With age, you do get some deterioration on vinyl. It's a great choice. I love the quilting in the back of these seats. That's new for 2027. And of course, the color. Now, cabinetry, you can see a little bit of it when you look at these surrounds up here. This is all wood. There is no paper wrapped cabinetry in here. It is all plywood, and it's a beautiful light maple color. That gives you a beautiful warm feel. Along with those amber lights, it's stunning in here. The table, again, all wood, and you've got little ridges in the top, just giving it a little bit of styling here. You do have speakers on both sides because you've got speakers in the bedroom as well, and a really nice Bluetooth stereo system. Let's move over to the kitchen because this kitchen is just a really nice look. One of the changes that you'll notice is they've gone to what they call thin-scape countertops. It's a solid surface countertop. It's got a white marbled look, and not only is it going to be durable, but it just looks amazing. These are your sink covers, and it is thin-scape countertop as well. There are two of these. I'm only showing one here so we can easily show you the sink, because underneath is going to be this really large farmhouse sink. You've got the brushed gray, pewter colored interior here, but it's about 8 inches deep. So that is a really nice size with a tall faucet here. Again, always done well. Let me pull this out. You've got a sprayer and a solid stream, and that makes this kitchen feel very residential. Let's put this back here. And over here, instead of skimping on the stovetop to give you a bigger counter space, they have a very nice size stovetop. You've got 3 large burners. Let me move this so you can see the glass top folds down. Very easy to do because, as we talk about many times in our videos, that is going to also give you more counter space if you're not using the stove. The lights, okay, this is the only blue lights that remain in 2027. But of course, easy to turn them off right there. Underneath, it looks like an oven, but it is actually a microwave convection. So it folds down like an oven. With the convection oven, you can broil, you can bake those biscuits, whatever you need right down there like you would with a standard oven. And you can also microwave. So it is the perfect choice to give you all the options. Let's look at storage in the kitchen. That's always a question, right? Up top, you've got 2 of these nice cabinet doors. One of them is a nice open cabinet. The other one is going to be a separate compartment on the left. Again, solid wood here and soft close. Love that. You've got the light above the kitchen. That is something inTech always does, and I appreciate having a light directly over the kitchen countertop. I may not want to light up the entire trailer just to cook or do the dishes. All I need is that little strip light, and I'm good to go. Now on the left here, I've got controls for the Max Air fan, because when you're cooking, I might need that fan to pull some of the air out. And very easy controls right there. And it's right above that 110 plug where my coffee pot's going to be plugged in. Now right here is the switch for the accent light. So everything is very accessible. You've got a hanger, and that can be for towels. It can be for anything you want to hang in the kitchen. Maybe your favorite cooking utensils. Whatever works for you, they've given you that nice opportunity to hang it right up there behind the stove. All right, you've got storage under here. Take a look at that. Now you do have your tankless water heater under here, so you do have to work around that, but still space on the left, space above, and a little bit of space right in front of it. Now because this plumbing is exposed, it is a very good time to tell you one of the tiny upgrades that might be important to you, and that is all of the plumbing connections are upgraded to the flex hose connections. They want to be sure you have the very best, so all the issues with the trailer are minimized. Great job right in there. Now the kitchen is fabulous, but you've also got this 10 cubic foot refrigerator to go with it. Love that. Let me show you. So it opens up right here. 3 shelves on the door. Look at that space. It's so efficient. It cools in 2 hours, and you know, it uses just a small amount of your battery power. So these 12-volt refrigerators have come a long way. They're just fabulous. A little bit of open storage at the top, very useful, and a little bit underneath the oven that I want to show you. Right here, you've got this nice little 2-inch deep drawer. This is so nice. You could put silverware here, any small things that you want to keep. Of course, right now it's holding the second sink cover and all the remotes that go with this camper. Nice soft close. Did you notice? All plywood, dovetail corners. Good job, inTech. While I'm down here, let's talk about this flooring. inTech always uses the Infinity flooring, and it looks so nice, so comfortable, a nice woven flooring material, but don't let it fool you because it is so easy to clean. I have seen it with mud, with syrup, dog paws, all the things, and it just wipes right up. It is one of the most durable flooring on the market, and that's why it's used in the high-end boating industry. So don't let it fool you. It's gorgeous and durable. Now across, this is what I like to call the coffee bar. Of course, this is where my coffee pot would go, and you've got a drawer right here at the top. Very nicely done, about 2 inches deep, maybe a little more. And then underneath this beautiful cabinetry, again, all the dovetail drawers. But what I love is that this slides out. So the back of it is just as useful as the front. You're not losing things in the very back of this cabinet. You've got the top and the bottom. So great storage for your kitchen right here. The solid wood in here just gives it a real residential feel. I really love that. The soft close, wow, feels great. Smart TV right here, and up above, you've got the Bluetooth stereo with, of course, the HDMI and the USB plug-in, and just above that is going to be the monitor panel for the tanks. So it's very easy to see what's left in those tanks. Now below, the water pump and the tank heater and the line heater. That's important if you get caught in freezing weather, you're traveling down the road and you want to be sure nothing freezes, just flip those on, you're good to go. Now the front of this may look like storage, but let's take a peek. Open this up and you will see over here on the left, that is going to be the controls for your water heater. It is a tankless, on-demand Suburban water heater. Very easy to control right there on the end. This is the converter. It's going to have the breakers and fuses right in here. Up top, very easy to get to. And on the right, this is a brand new feature for 2027. If you want to simply disconnect your batteries, just push the button, it's going to beep, and then you know your batteries are disconnected. No dealing with that big bulky switch. So it is a nice feature that's new for 2027. Okay. Let's keep going because in between, you see the ceiling drops down a little bit here. This is their kind of ducted AC, but not really. It's brilliant because you get the height on both sides, but right here in this hallway, they have got a ducted AC that is going to blow not only towards the front, but directly towards the back. The longer the air has to stay in that duct, the less cold it's going to get as it goes down the line. So it's brilliant that it just goes a very short distance and it's cooling both sides of the trailer at the same time. It does a great job. You are going to lose 3 or 4 inches here, but when it's 7 feet tall, most of us can afford to lose that 3 or 4 inches when you walk in the hallway. Separate toilet and shower. Right over here, let's step into the bathroom area. It's extremely spacious in here. Okay, maybe there's not dancing room, but for what it is, it works great. Storage right up here on the left. Let's open this up. Great place to roll up, put the towels, put the extra things that you want to take with you. And while we're up here, you notice you've got a fan. The lighting goes all the way around it. Towel rack on the back. The opposite side has this beautiful mirror with lighting behind it, so it gives it a really nice upscale feel. You do have a window in here. It is going to have the amber light in the valance as the others do, and of course you can easily just pull this down for privacy. Roll it right back up when you're done, because I love to have outside light coming into the bathroom, you know, if I can. Let's look at the storage right here underneath the sink. So you've got a little more storage under there that's hidden in the cabinet, and a 110 plug right here on the wall. So everything is in here and it is very usable. You can't talk about the inTech bathrooms without talking about the porcelain toilet. Why is that important? Well, that's because it's going to look as sparkling clean 3 years from now as it does now. No matter how much you use it, they always clean up beautifully and it feels very solid, very residential. Yeah, that's a plus. Let's move over to the other side because the shower is pretty incredible. Stepping into the shower, it really has a nice open feel in here. Let me see. Yep, plenty of headroom, even if you're taller than my small 5-foot frame. And you've got nice shower controls here. Very nice handheld. I mean, look at that. They do a great job. The nice soap dispenser is right there. And light switch, turn on the light when you walk in. Towel hangers. You've got pockets here. This netting is going to hold everything that you need in the shower. If you need a little bit of a seat, you've got a great space here. You can sit down, put your leg up to wash your feet, whatever it is you need. I mean, this is an amazing size shower. Now here's the thing. There is no shower curtain because you don't need it. Everything in here can get wet. The best part, you close the door and it is a watertight seal. Nothing's going to be getting out, nothing to get out of your way. You get full movement without a shower curtain. Yeah, that's brilliant, right? Let's move on to the best part because the windows and the walk-around queen bed in this model is incredible. This walk-around queen bed is gorgeous. You've got 2 big windows on the side, beautiful window on the back, and plenty of space to walk around both sides. Let's start right over here. You've got a cabinet door that's going to open, give you a little bit of storage. Nice 2 shelves here. You've got the same thing on the other side. These wonderful lights that you have up in the front, you've also got back here with the lighting behind it, a USB-C underneath, and you can switch it to a reading light. So a very nice lighting situation there. Speakers, remember you've got the Bluetooth, so you've got speakers in the dinette and speakers in the bedroom. Upper cabinets here, now these are about 6 inches deep. They are on the curve, but still they offer 3 different pockets of storage right up here above the bed. And I like the fact that they're not real deep, because if they were, you would feel like they were kind of coming up over your head. So it's a nice mix of storage and kind of staying out of your way visually. There's an additional switch right here for the bedroom light. There's one as you walk in that I'll show you in just a minute, but you've got another switch right here, a 110 plug on both sides, and the USB and USB-C ports on both sides. A nice bedside table on both sides, and each side has their own drawer. Let's pull that out right here. These nice dovetail drawers. It's about 2 inches deep, but that is perfect for your book and your glasses that you read before you go to bed. Power fan right here in the center. So that is going to move the air around in here. And one other thing I want to show you is that with these windows, you can always open these and get a nice breeze, but this does have that pleated shade in here. That pleated shade is because this has an angle on it, and the roller shade would be a little awkward hanging over your head. So on the back, you will always find those pleated shades because it's the right way to give you coverage without being in the way. Smart TV. Gotta love that, right? You know, one in here, one in the dinette area. More storage right over my head. You've got the open cubby with the amber lights, and then another space here. Now, something I want to point out over here, they have got this trailer and all of the new inTechs in 2027 set up for Starlink. Now, that doesn't mean just a little open port for you to use. They have truly set it up well, where you've got the 110 plug to plug in your router, and then the cable to connect to, and I will show you the other half of this on the outside. Now down below, you've got another little countertop here and a little more storage. It's an open cubby right here and very easy to slip past it, so don't worry about that. It's pretty simple to get by and just gives you just a little more storage. Now on the other side, we have the controls for the AC, of course, that's blowing back here, and the 3 light switches. So you've got the bedroom lights, the cabinet lights, and then the main lights here. 2 of those switches are over there by the bed, so you always have the option to turn them off over there or over here. Nice little cabinet here on this side. Let's open it up. And you've got 6 hooks up there, so you can hang your jackets up, maybe use hangers if that works best for you. Set this up however it works for you. Just another great space for storage. 2 nice-sized cubbies underneath with the elastic bands. Lots of storage back here as you go all the way around. It's really more storage than you think. Yeah, you'll have plenty of room to get your things in here. But if you need a little bit more, let's look under the bed. So lifting this up, it's very simple to do. I could do it with one hand, and look at that space. Whenever I hear that there is not enough storage space in this layout, honestly, I don't know what they're talking about. This space is so accessible. It's easy to access. It's easy to pack, design it however you want, and that goes up and down like a breeze. You might be thinking that the queen bed isn't really what you're looking for. Want a twin bed? All right, no problem. Check out the twin bed. Beautiful twin beds right here for those of you that maybe love the space here. I mean, no one disturbs anyone getting up in the middle of the night. Everybody has their own space, plenty of walk around room, you know, seating during the day, all of those things. Maybe you want a king bed because guess what? That's an option too. Let me show you the Flex King system. Just push the button and this is going to change into a king bed. Yeah, that easily. It is an oversized king bed, the same 80-inch length that you have for the queens, and you just take these side cushions, slide them in here, and take this one on the other side, slide it in, and you've got a beautiful king bed ready for a great night's sleep. How amazing is that? Now that you see that you have so many options, that is one reason this Willow is such an extraordinary trailer. And maybe during the day, you enjoy that twin bed feel, being able to walk between them. That's not a problem, because all you have to do is push the button and you've got twin beds again. What a great system for versatility to make this trailer do anything that you need at that moment. So I hope you find the seating, the sleeping that works for you. There are a few differences in this layout from the queen bed version, so let's take a quick look at those. Now up front, you've got the very same plugs, the very same little corner trays, and the lighting up here that you had before. You're going to have the same storage around the top, but the storage over here in the corner has gotten a little bit larger. Right here, let's open it up, take a look at this cabinet, and you can see you've got a deeper hanging space here. This is about 15, 18 inches deep, and you've got 2 drawers underneath. Pull this out. Look at that drawer. It is going to be probably 8 inches deep. This solid wood dovetail drawer, soft close right there, and a second one underneath. So you do get more storage right here. Now on the other side, it's going to be identical to the queen bed setup. So everything changes on this side, but not over here. The only thing different right here in your controls is going to be the flex king bed controls, just the in and out. The same great sliding door. It's got a magnet to hold it open, but it also has a clip that is going to keep it secure when you're driving down the road, and very simple to just close off the bedroom and make it a private space. So whether you prefer a queen bed, twin beds, or a king bed, I think we can all agree this is an amazing couples trailer. But there's so many more things that they have done on the outside that you're going to want to see. So let's head out there. I always like to point out that inTech makes their own steps. They are so sturdy and so well done, and they easily clip up and get out of the way so you're ready to travel. The off-road tires here are standard. There's no off-road option anymore, no Rover package. The 3-inch lift and the off-road tires, well, that's just part of the design. You've got a 110 plug right here. You never know what you want to add out here that's going to give you a beautiful outdoor space. And one of the new things for 2027 is going to be this access to the spare tire. Now, wouldn't it be lovely if you never needed it? But if you did, just crank it down just like you would in a lot of the vehicles today. It's going to lower down and give you easy access to it. That's what it's all about. Things that make sense, things that make it easier for you when you're traveling. Speaking of easier, they have a fabulous outdoor kitchen now that is super easy. So let's open this up. You'll notice right here, you've got a gas port and a water port. I'm going to show you why in just a minute. Let's pull this out. Here is your outdoor kitchen. Now it's going to look a little different because in the past, you've got this griddle on the top, and you really don't want to travel down the road with it just sitting on the top of your base here, because it can rattle around, it can come off. You don't want that to happen. So they have created this great little holder, and you just clip it out and then you drop it in, and it's right there ready to go. This flips out and makes an extra workspace for you. I really love that feature. Now, over here, you'll see that you've got a very nice outdoor sink. You've got these 2 thin-scape sink covers. Now, these are just like the ones on the inside. They're solid, they're durable, And right here, you've got your outside sink. Makes a really nice space. The reason that I mentioned those hose connections are because they have done something that I have not seen other places. These connections come on around here. I want to show you this. I'm going to fold up this end so you can see just a little bit better. So when you fold this up, you can see that you have not only the gas hose, but the water hose right here, accessible, but clamped into place. So they're not going to be loose where you have to find them, connect them on both ends, or you have to be sure they don't get caught when you push something in and out. It's just beautifully done. And all you do is pull this out, and it is a quick connect. Connect it right down here to the water spout. Same thing with this gas. Pull this line out, and then it connects very easily right in here to this quick connect port, and you are good to go. Beautifully done, easy to work, and everything has a place. So easy to put back together when you're ready to move on to that new camp space. So what a great job they've done. Where's the cooler? Let me show you. Right over here, you have the cooler. Now you could put drinks in here, make it a nice refrigerator, maybe keep the things that you're gonna grill, or you could make it a freezer because the temperature is completely controllable. Right here on the end, set the temperature for what you need, whether it's a refrigerator or a freezer, and it's gonna morph into whatever it is you need to keep inside. What a great system, what a great outdoor kitchen. And all right here at the end of this 14-foot awning that's gonna create a beautiful outdoor space. Let's keep moving and let me show you the rear of this camper because you may be used to seeing the Rover name on the back. The Rover was actually for the off-road package, which included a 3-inch lift and your heavy-duty off-road tires. Because that is standard, no need for the Rover package, but you do have the bumper that's going to protect the rear of your camper. So very nice styling back here, and you are pre-wired for a backup camera. So if you want to add that, just mention it to your dealer. It is all ready to go. There's a receiver down here with 175 pounds rating, so need to carry those e-bikes? No problem. Now around this side, we have a little more storage. Let's open this up. You can see in here you've got a nice storage cabinet. Now if you don't have the outside kitchen, you're going to have more storage all the way through here, which is a nice feature. But honestly, who wouldn't want that amazing outdoor kitchen? Right here is going to be, of course, the fill for that 44-gallon freshwater tank, or you can hook directly up to city water. You do have a sewer hose holder right here, and right next to that, your sewer hookup with your black and your gray poles on it. If you want to hook up to cable TV, or maybe you carry a portable satellite, just plug it in right here, you're good to go. And remember we talked about the Starlink connection. Well, they do have the connection on the outside, but they didn't just make a quick and easy connection for you. They use the official Starlink equipment. And that makes a difference because not only is it made specifically for Starlink, but once you put this together, it's waterproof. Super important if you want that Starlink to work and work for a long time. 30 amp plug-in right here. The next thing you'll see is going to be the venting for your furnace and black tank flush. Brand new for 2027, but this black tank flush, really important for keeping that black tank clean. So a great addition. This is the tankless water heater, the on-demand, and right here is an outside solar port. If you wanted to add a portable solar panel, then you can just plug it in right here, and regardless of what solar you have on the roof, this will keep that battery charged and you can park in the shade. Let's take just a minute to talk about the solar packages, because on this you can get an off-grid package. Now this off-grid package is way better than it was last year. The 2027 version is really robust. You've got 800 watts of solar, a 3,000 watt inverter, and 460 amp hours of lithium battery. So if you want to get off the grid, that's what you're going to want to look for. They have done a great job in building that up to meet our customer demands. Fiberglass cap on here is always a signature piece, just beautiful. And I love the way they integrate the propane right here in the front. You've got two 5-gallon tanks, easy to get to, just pull the pins here and lift this cover off. You've got two easy to access propane tanks. And the windshield cover, slide it through that rail at the top, snap it on, and this windshield is going to be protected going down the road from any of the rocks, any debris that might blow up. You know, that happens with your vehicle as well, but we want to be sure you protect your camper. So we remind people all the time, be sure you put your windshield cover on, and then it stays pristine for years to come. The eyebrow is going to have the amber light on it instead of the blue light. That amber, of course, just warms up the interior in this. I love the new colors, the new feel, and the new amber lighting. The electric jack is standard, and this is the time that I always like to talk about the framing, because inTech is unique. They have a cage frame. Now, an aluminum cage frame is different than maybe saying this is an aluminum framed camper. It may have aluminum framing in the walls, but it's probably screwed down or stapled down to a steel chassis. That's different. This is an aluminum chassis. It is all welded. You can really see the craftsmanship right here up front. The sides are welded on, the roof is welded, so this is one big aluminum cage before they even start building the trailer. And that's going to give you the longevity and the stability going down the road so things don't shake loose. It's going to be a solid trailer for years to come. And that's the quality we're all looking for in our campers today. So coming back around to the front, you've got one more nice storage bin right here. Let's take a quick look. Now in here you'll see the 30 amp cord that goes with this camper. And right here, this is going to be that smaller pole for your dinette table, but you've got room for so much more because this goes all the way up to the front of the camper. So great storage right here by the door. The Willow has got so many great features to begin with, but in 2027, they really added to it. Thank you so much for watching. I have so much enjoyed showing you. I'm PJ from Princess Craft RV, and I'll see you next time.